to Invest Insights. I'm Abby Malone. I'm joined today by Irene Vogelsong, the Associate Principal of Perkins Will, North Carolina. Irene, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Abby.
For this season of Invest Insights, we're looking at creativity. As a designer of spaces, creativity is something that comes naturally to you. And as you've said yourself, creativity comes from your soul. How do you inspire your team to connect with the community and design spaces that are aligned with the goals of your client?
Wow, great question. Thanks, Abby. Well, one thing that we have learned here at Perkins Will is that the most engaged teams are the most innovative teams, and creativity and innovation are interrelated. So inspiration, if we were really to look at inspiration and what leads to that inspiration, we know that curiosity really feeds creativity. So we start with a lot of research around our clients and the communities where our projects are located and who we're designing for. So that research in itself leads to spark creativity and curiosity and aligning those passions that the different team members might have. So those sparks we find are usually fueled when there is an alignment in a person's personal passion and the story we're developing for our project, whether that part of the story comes from the client, the community, or the project site history and context of where the project will be located. We can all relate to something at some level through our individual and diverse experiences. So if we can really tap into those nuggets, we can open up ourselves and our souls to be creative and inspired.
Could you elaborate on how you inform the creative process to enliven neighborhoods, build communities, energize the citizenry, and respect and protect our planet?
Absolutely. We deep dive into research before we start designing any project. We look into the historical context of the places where we will be designing for. We study the communities and the demographics of those that will participate in our projects as inhabitants, as visitors, as spectators. During this process, we create various persona types based on who those personas are and how they will interact with the project. A persona can have many different demographics about them, including age, gender, cultural diversity, race. So once we've done that, we also conduct social mapping through data catchment to see what resonates with the various personas that we've developed. While we are studying the community, we are also studying the ecology of the place where our project will be located. So we look at things like the weather, the solar capabilities, and the water availability and usage of the different sites, rainfall, snow patterns, as well as soil and biodiversity in that region. All of this research and data ends up informing the project story that we will be building, the narrative. With the goal of really creating a place that taps into that joyfulness, that is engaging, that is resilient, equitable, inclusive, and healthy.
Perkins Will carries out a talent exchange program. How does an exchange program foster creativity among your workforce, and why should employers sponsor this type of growth in employees?
So our talent exchange program is based on the belief that the individuals, the firm, and our clients all benefit from the cross-pollination of knowledge and ideas. So what we do is we foster these short-term assignments that can provide opportunities for junior, mid-level, sometimes even senior level staff to work with colleagues across multiple studios, across multiple project types, so that they can really bring that varying perspective to design solutions. So this chance to work with new colleagues, different types of projects, and different clients expands our staff's experience and awareness, as well as brings a different diverse way of thinking to a project. So we've seen that the global exchange of ideas, culture, and relationships elevate our team members, collaborations, and ultimately our work and the end product, our designs. So for employers who are driven to provide meaningful services to a diverse group of clients, I think purposeful exposure to these different approaches, cultures, different types of views, different project types, all of that is very important. The individuals who have participated in our program really feel that these various experiences have informed the way that they approach new projects and new opportunities.
As we round out our discussion on creativity today, what are some unique ways you are fostering creative thinking across Perkins and Will moving forward?
We are on a constant quest to create more diverse teams with various backgrounds. So as I mentioned before, and as you mentioned in your question, creativity comes from your soul. And what I mean by that really is our soul is fed from the experiences of our ancestors before us. It is fed through our own personal experiences from early life, early childhood, all the way through where we are today. All of these different life experiences, something that might spark those feelings of inspiration and of association, different environments, the different knowledge bases, everything we grew up learning at different levels because of our backgrounds. All of that really enriches our collective experience that we bring then forth to our teams. It continues to feed that creative fuel across our firm. So we must also embrace, while we're embracing various different backgrounds and creating those teams that can fuel different ideas and thought process, all rooted in different levels of internal inspiration, we must also embrace failing fast and failing often, as well as the concepts of no idea is a bad idea way of thinking, because that tends to continue to generate that creative process and ignite that creative fuel in our teams. So that is what we're doing. We're creating more and more diverse teams. We're onboarding more diverse individuals from a cultural perspective, backgrounds, age, race, and really letting those teams be as creative as they can be by failing fast and not shooting down ideas.
Well, thank you so much, Irene.
Thank you, Abby. This was a lot of fun.
That was Irene Vogelsong, the Associate Principal for Perkins and Will, North Carolina. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to hear more CEOs and thought leaders share their opinions and advice on the current business climate. Until next time, I'm Abby Malone, and this has been Invest Insights. Thanks for tuning in.